see a little bit more of, flashy to the basket things like, the Euro, the, hop dunk, the Euro dunk. I know they're not doing that, but it would be nice to see.
Now, you started an amazing group, Ball Like Her. Talk more about that.
Yes, Ball Like Her is basically a safe place for all women gamers from all walks of life. Women support.
Traffic making its way across the pitch. And let's go. Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at the Rockets. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, the Warriors. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And, well, for the Warriors, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
All the talk around them now is already about what's going to take place in the offseason. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? I'd be surprised if they don't have a much different look next year.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3. And for the Warriors, Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the center position. Here's Thompson after the made shot from Robert Covington. His three-pointers off the mark. Well, last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, he might have come into the league as a shooter, but Klay Thompson is so much more than that now. He's a complete weapon on the offensive end.
And with Thompson and his offensive arsenal, it's something he's worked on.
He has, and most people see Klay as this carefree shooting guard, but he's worked hard to improve his game. His post game, he's finishing at the rim better, and his mid-range has been fantastic. He's improved due to the time he's spent in the gym.
And he makes that one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here is House. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Wiggins against Westbrook. They kick it out to Green. Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by Covington.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Here's Westbrook. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Yep, that one goes.
It gives your offense yet another option when your 2-guard Klay Thompson can play inside and be physical.
Houston moving the ball around. Covington kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Harden for the 3. No good on that one. And Golden State will come the other way. Here's Green. And that one's on target from the wing.
Well, this is where Draymond's developed as a scorer. No longer just about threes and layups.
Harden dishes to Tucker. Got a hand on it. Wiggins surveying the floor. Outside for Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
Klay, picture perfect from down there. All in a day's work for the former three-point contest champion.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Wiggins outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Robert Covington picks one up.
The Golden State Warriors so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur.
2 on the clock. Green misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks on the wing. Wiggins. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Rivers, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in this league with his overall play.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. To the wing right side. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pass to McLemore. Off target with the open look.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Rockets ahead, up 3. Let's take a quick break now.
The field goal percentage as a whole.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Rivers. Jamari Carroll is out there with Green. Then it's McLemore, and it's Clemens in at the point.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And Carroll gets it to go. Steve, Kobe Bryant said that growing up in Italy gave him a huge advantage learning the fundamentals and the tactics of the game. Do you think Europe's better at developing players than the United States?
No, I don't think they're better. I do think their system at times for certain players, they get into a system of working on their game. And I wouldn't just say fundamentals from an early age. And a lot of those guys are being able to practice with pros at an early age. I think it comes down to individuals. And also I think a lot of these parents and kids, you have to understand it starts off of making a layup versus making a 3. So I don't think the Europe is doing it better. I just think a lot of times right now we're looking at some of those European players and they're coming over ready to play from day one versus some other players. When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
A three-pointer, Wiggins, and another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Pass to Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Wiggins. The second chance effort. There's the basket pool. Guarded by McLemore. Smailagic. Rockets with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
Cool, no good.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Rivers kicks to Carroll. Back to Rivers. 1:53 left in the first half. Houston moving the ball around. Now here's Carroll. He's guarded closely. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Wiggins. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Wiggins has got 10 points.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Carroll. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Carroll's got his second bucket of the night.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Pascal, guarded by Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the basket by Pascal.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Carroll passes to Rivers. It's Carroll on the wing. Inside, Green kicks to Rivers. He dishes it to McLemore. Pass to Clemens. Rivers surveying the D with the shot. The Warriors pull it in. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Pass to Poole. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Houston gets called for the foul. The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Now Westbrook. Harden outside. Shoots the 3. He can't get it to go. And that'll do it for the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a... And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Passes it to Chris. Thompson outside. Green left side. Shot clock at 5. Curry from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the paint. Curry with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Chris. They get the rebound. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
The deep 3 from Harden. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 3.
Every night from Steph puts so much pressure on the defense because he's always looking to attack.
Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Westbrook. Nails the baby hook. Westbrook's got 8.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
On the wing, Wiggins. Outside Curry. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harden the pass to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
From 6 feet, Chris can't hit.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
And Harden with the stuff.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Thompson misses. Here's Houston now. They're on an 11-2 run. The 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high-motion offenses with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion. Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Covington kicks to Harden. From past the arc. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
And it's Wiggins missing. Houston leading by 11. Westbrook finds Harden. Back to Westbrook. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Harden. The putback. It's good on the putback. Tucker's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. McLemore's checked in for the Rockets.
First personal foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Looney passes to Curry. And Covington sends it back.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good. The Rockets making a switch here. And both free throws good for Curry.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Left side, Westbrook. Shoots over Curry. And Pascal pulls it down. Pascal's got his 4th rebound in this one. The drive by Thompson. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Curry kicks it to Looney. Three-pointer. Kept alive.
I like this about Klay. He affects the game in a lot of different ways.
Westbrook fires away from outside. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Houston on top. They're up by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got P.J. Tucker. Ben McLemore is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Clemens in at the 1. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Good on the shot.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And there's the pass to McLemore. And here's Covington. Here's Tucker. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thompson for the triple. Here's Pascal. Pass to Looney. Curry from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried.
After putting up zeros in the first half, he is making up for it big time now.
Houston moving it around. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. McLemore, the tip in on the offensive rebound. McLemore's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Pascal. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Westbrook passes to McLemore. Out to the right wing. Here's Clemens. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Thompson for the triple. Both teams will make substitutions.
That's his first personal foul.
Houston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Harden outside. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
That one goes. Count it. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. That shot is off. So Houston will take it the other way. From deep, Harden. They get it back.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Thompson in the corner. And the Warriors miss again.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find a rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Kevin, I haven't, but I bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
Harden finds Covington. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's now 11 points for Robert Covington.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And Thompson launches it from deep. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And a deep three from Curry. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And here's Westbrook from the arc, cans it from downtown. And the Rockets lead by 20.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
The first free throw is good.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Of life, women supporting women, empowering women to do, streaming, create content without a fear of, oh, you're a girl, you can't play video games, or go get in the kitchen, or the crazy things that we hear on a day-to-day basis. It's basically a safe place. So for any women gamers out there that are watching this interview that want to be a part of a sisterhood, you can hit me up on Twitter at PrettyLove.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. We welcome you to Noche NB. DA. Sure can. All right, DA. Thanks. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for him.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3. And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Now Westbrook, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Right side, Covington. House, the pass to Westbrook. Houston moving it around. From deep. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Westbrook.
Harden has the super green light. And with his confidence, you might be amazed, but you're rarely surprised at any shot he makes.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now, here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
Now, here's Tucker. It's a 3-point game. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot. 0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Here's Tucker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And it's clear Covington isn't bashful. He welcomes any opportunity he gets to score inside.
Lets it go from deep. Atlanta gets it back. No good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
From deep, Harden. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Westbrook finds Harden. Back to Westbrook. Harden with it. Passes to Westbrook. In the corner. Harden. Covington trying to break free. Harden's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game. Forcing a few shots. Not letting the game come to him naturally.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Harden outside. Westbrook surveying the D. Inside, Tucker. And Capella sends it back. They recover it. The deep 3 from Harden. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Harden's got 6.
The unique lefty stroke of Harden. He's become incredibly consistent from deep.
Capella kicks to Young. Capella with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Rebounded by Tucker.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Westbrook. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. A nice shot by Tucker.
Makes a big difference when Tucker is hitting the mid-range J. I mean, it keeps the D off balance.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 6-point game. And Herter gets it to go.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a 3-ball that deep wasn't going in.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. To the inside. Over to the wing. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Young outside. To the right side. Capella dishes to Collins. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's the Rockets on the break. Oh, and James James Harden throws it down hard.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Young's shot is off. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a...
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Rockets, Jamari Carroll is out there with Green. Then it's Rivers. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Clemens in at point guard. Here's Carroll following the bucket by the Hawks. Rivers passes to Green, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Some players are what we call quiet scorers, Chris. They put up a lot of points, but you don't realize until the end of the game just how effective and what kind of points they've put up.
Oh, yeah, especially when you look at two-way players like Paul George or Kawhi Leonard, or how about a Bradley Beal out there in Washington? You look up at the scoreboard and be like, wait, how did he get 30? And don't forget about the running mate with Damian Lillard up there in Portland. Cullum, he's a bad man as well.
Now here's Teague, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Hawks making a switch here. Rockets leading by 3. Dishes it to Carroll. Houston moving it around. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Green kicks to Rivers. Down low, got a piece of it. Stolen by Carter. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Fernando. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. From downtown, Carroll with the rebound. Rockets shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Now the pass to Clemens. He dishes it to Rivers. And here is Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Reddish kicks to Carter. And it's all evened up. Carter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's McLemore. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Vince Carter picks one up.
Oh, and McLemore's a total genius when it comes to tricking the D. So good at how he goes up into the contact on his shot.
And McLemore drops them both.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
And if you give Teague a look at the lane, he'll take it without a second thought. He loves to drive to the rim.
Pass to Carroll. To the middle. Kicks it to Rivers. Lets it go from the wing. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. The shot's good from Carter. The Rockets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins, he's checked in for Carter. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for T. Now here's Westbrook. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He feeds it to Harden. Houston needs to get a shot. Puts one up from 19. Jump shot is good that time.
I mean, and really, Harden never panics when the shot clock is low. Just so adept at taking his time in whatever situation he finds himself in.
Young against Westbrook. Pass to Fernando. Jacks up a three. That one, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Well, it tells you a lot about who's the more aggressive team. I mean, they should have that same exact attitude tonight.
Rockets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Houston making a switch here. House is checked in. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. Young from outside. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Gets it off. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during... And...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Young and Huerter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Harden's shot is good.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And here is Hunter. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Young in the corner. Back to Collins. Launches it. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Westbrook. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
It's stolen by Capella. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded closer. Lays it up and banks it in.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Back to Harden. Now the dish to Westbrook. House the pass to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Hunter. Here's Huerter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Huerter's got 5 points so far.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Outside, Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery out. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Not like the Clippers of a year ago. They looked like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr. Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out with 2 players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
And here's Carter following the 3 from Austin Rivers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Green, he's checked in for Houston. Atlanta also making some changes here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella, and it's Reddish in for John Collins. And Teague has it in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Here's Green, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Rockets lead by 9.
They lost their edge on D here in the second half. I mean, far too passive. They're not dictating the pace anymore.
Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
And when you get as much speed going to the rim as Teague does, sometimes momentum just carries you in to a slam like that one.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
In the air, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, when Teague has a step or 2 on the drive, he'll shield the ball and do his best to draw contact.
So for the Rockets, P.J. Tucker comes in for Green, and Daniel House subbed in for Rivers.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Now here's McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And Tucker kicks to House. 5 to shoot. Fires from 14. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Fernando can't get it to go.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Offensive rebound. Passes it to House. Now here's McLemore. He's covered closely. The pass to Kira. Rebound Atlanta.
He's not about to get dunked on. The last line of defense coming up big.
The Hawks again can't hit. Here is House. Now here's McLemore outside. No good. And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Then it's Ben McLemore. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Right wing for 3. Westbrook. It's good from long range. Westbrook's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Harden. Here's Tucker. And again, the Rockets good for two.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
That's to Dedmon. He kicks it to Reddish. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Dedmon. Here's Hunter. Hits it from three-point range.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Outside Westbrook. In the corner, it's McLemore. Goes up on the wing, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Here's Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Westbrook against Young. Now, here's Dedmon. He's guarded closely. Young passes to Reddish. Just 5 on the clock. And Reddish with the slam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Harden the pass to Tucker. Harden scanning the floor. Tucker finds Harden. Here is House. Over Hunter. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Now, here's Reddish. Guarded by McLemore. Great positioning on the putback. Hunter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
House the pass to McLemore. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul. Robert Covington's checked in for Ben McLemore. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and Collins subbed in for Reddish. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Count it from 12. And the Rockets lead by 8.
This is the confidence Covington has in himself. Assertive at shooting right off the pass.
Young in the corner. The Rockets pull it in. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Tucker the pass to House. And here's Tucker. Here's Westbrook. Capella covering. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Tucker. Tucker's got 5 assists in the game.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Hunter kicks to Capella. To the paint. And there it is for him.
Terrific at catching in there at the basket. I mean, his hands are great. Capella uses that size to his advantage.
Harden the pass to Westbrook. Back to Harden. The feed to Tucker. From 18 feet away, Harden can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's the 3. Rebound by House.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Dishes it to Harden. House the pass to Harden. Outside Westbrook. House kicks to Harden. Pass to Covington. Now here's Tucker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Substitute.
Teague inside the line. The Hawks again can't hit. Now Rivers. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Pete, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Loves pink, and I could, tell you a little bit more about Ballet Kerr, and we can, join you, especially if you're a streamer or a content creator, or maybe even just a supporter of women gamers. We have a place for you if you're looking for a home.
We here at NBA 2K want to empower women, and we love hearing stuff like this. So definitely check out that group if you are looking to get into NBA 2K and want
to. Coming right up,
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Green.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the center position. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Hunter. Young's got his second bucket.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Curry with the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Late in the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
So fun for us as the fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams, what these individual players could be like. Another shot. Chris kicks to Green. The deep 3 from Thompson. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here's Thompson. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Passes it to Herter. Outside Collins. Lets it go with the 3. Hunter. The second chance points on the tip in.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Now here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Hunter, the pass to Collins. He kicks it to Hunter. Now, here's Capella. Covered by Chris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Keeps it alive, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Thompson. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Now here's Teague. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Thompson. Dedmon's shot is off. You know what, Greg? You're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Klay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
1:14 left to play in the first quarter. And doors for Jeff Teague. He's not expected to be the scorer on this team that he once was.
And for Teague, to me, that is a blessing, as he is much better suited as a distributor of the basketball. He's got great vision. He cut down on his turnovers, and therefore his assist numbers increased.
Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Thompson outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Carter. He can't get that one, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Looney. Here's Poole. There's the pass to Thompson. He tries for 3. Kept alive. Here's Pascal. Out to Thompson. There's the triple. Rebound, Atlanta.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's Teague. And he banks in the layup.
Well, I'll tell you what, impeccable work from Jeff Teague inside, showing great patience down in the lane.
From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points.
That's all defense is. It is effort.
He should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, and here we go, Thompson heading to the hoop. Yep, it counts.
Well, you've got to identify Klay Thompson early. In transition, he's so dangerous.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? So we'll just have to wait and see.
Inside, here's Fernando. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Thompson for the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got 6.
Well, this is his specialty, right? Klay Thompson's shooting form from range, so pretty.
T kicks to Reddish. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Poole. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Nets. The score now all even.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Fernando. No block shot. Again, the Hawks score.
You know, they worked the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality looks.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Thompson outside. Pulls up on the elbow, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the 3 well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
Outside Teague. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Kev, that's just toughness on display from Jeff Teague. He's scoring despite taking some pretty big-time contact.
Miscellaneous. That shot, no good. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Hawks leading by 4. Young for 3, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good on the triple.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
It's Young on the wing. Edmond passes to Young. It's stolen by Curry. And here comes the break. Here's Wiggins. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 2-point Atlanta lead.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Collins wide open. He fires. On the 3 off target. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Curry, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
This is where Steph Curry, that in-between game, that ability to balance the 3 and the drive with this space right here.
A reverse, and it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Chris. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Young from the arc, from beyond the arc, and then some. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
A terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And Thompson puts up a deep 3. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Leading by 5. Wiggins with the rebound. The Warriors shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Stolen. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Young from outside. The Warriors pull it in.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Curry.
That's just a terrific pass from Klay Thompson. My goodness.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Now Young, 12 points for him. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Thompson, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket. It's interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. And Young, here we go. The feed to Capella. Here's Herter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Young. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Thompson. Green breaking loose. Counted, and the Atlanta lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Klay Thompson. For Atlanta, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Herter. He's covered by Thompson. Six to shoot. Here's Herter. Green with the block.
Well, let's remember a former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, sending it back.
Can't get it to fall.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Herter. Kicks it out to Collins. Sinks the triple. Collins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Curry from deep three-point land. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Hawks leading by 4. Hunter, the pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
Outside Curry. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot, high post, and the jumper falls for him. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
19 seconds left to play in the third. Young taking his time here. Here's Herter, covered by Chris. Young dishes to Collins. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got his third basket of the night right there. On its way from Curry for two, offline. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Curry. And it's Pascal in at the 4-man position. Curry against Young. Puts up a three. But they get it back. Looney kicks to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
Boy, the opportunity was there to convert. He just could not come up with it.
Pass to Bembry. Hawks passing it around. Here's Fernando. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Curry has it in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Teague comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And that one falls for Looney. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Teague surveying the D. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Fearlessness has always been a...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
They push it up 4 on 3. And Reddish with the slam.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
That free throw good from Reddish. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade, you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than 2s. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area 2s, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
And he comes up with the deuce. Young's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Good. Stroll's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And here's Young. Six on the shot clock. Latrey. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
Young against Curry. On deep. Rebound, Atlanta. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Curry with the steal. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Kevin, I don't know that there's another guy in the league that would even think about it from that distance. It's uncanny how comfortable he is from that kind of range. Steph Curry doing work.
Young against Curry. And that one drops. And it's now 23 points for Trae Young.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
On its way from Curry for 2. Curry with another miss.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hawks.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the key components for this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Thompson from long range. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside Collins. In the corner. Herter with it. Shot clock at 5. Reddish. And the layup's good off the glass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
From deep three-point range. Misses there. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but...
checkouts, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
2K and want to play with some very positive people in the community.
Yes, we'll be there with open arms. You can come home to us.
Awesome.
Thanks so much for being a part of the 2K community as well.
No problem. Thank you guys for, acknowledging me and having me and interviewing me and, showing the world that, girls play video games as well.
No problem. And I'm looking forward to seeing your highlights on 2K.
And that shot should leave no... And David... Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
The 3 from Harden hits the three-point bomb.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harden the pass to Covington. Back to Harden. And now just over a minute played here in the first.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Count that bucket.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Curry against Westbrook. Baseline try, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So we'll see Klay Thompson go to the line here. They get Russell Westbrook. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Houston.
Man, Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from...
Oh, what a finish!
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Now here's Curry. Over Westbrook. Off target from the wing.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Here's Curry. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pass to Chris. Outside Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Harden dishes to Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Covington's got his second basket. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Now, here is Harden. 5 points in the game. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. So it'll be James Harden shooting. They get Stephen Curry. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Houston.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse. and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Now here's Wiggins. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 16-7 run.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Poole, the pass to basket. Golden State moving the ball around. Shoots. Westbrook with the block. And stolen by Wiggins. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Poole, the pass to Looney.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
First trip to the line for him here. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's Houston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing.
The way I judge, you know, whether we can put...
You know, Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter, we've got Looney, and it's Pascal in at the power forward position. Shot from 12. And it's Wiggins missing. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Rockets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Well, you know, it's not been easy for Andrew Wiggins the last few seasons, guys. The production has just fallen short of expectations. He was a #1 pick back in his draft class and really has struggled to live up to what the fans have expected him to be.
From the baseline, Pascal. The Rockets pull it in. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Rockets leading by 12. And with Wiggins, he's clearly a talented player, Clark, but people just want more from him.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and a lot of it is a matter of consistency. And when the expectations are high, being a former overall #1 pick, that pressure can affect you. But I think if Wiggins can just lock into being consistent, all of that will subside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this league.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
That one good for two.
Boy, Curry's so quick, so crafty. I mean, his combination of craftiness and quickness, really hard to contain.
It's Rivers on the wing. McLemore, the pass to Green. McLemore dishes to Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
And both free throws good for Green.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And Green is right there. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And Harden launches it from deep. Had the space there, but it's offline. Warriors trail by 14. Shot from 12. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And that one's good. Green.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Curry can't get it to go.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
The Rockets shooting their sixth and 7 free throws in the game.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And the Warriors making a change here. Chris is checked in, and Thompson gets it to go.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
To the left wing, and Abamute kicks to Westbrook. Another miss by Houston. Warriors trail by 15. Curry is inside, guarded by Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
And here's Harden for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Westbrook against Curry. Puts it up from 15. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Curry's got 8 points.
Yeah, making the right decision off the pick. There aren't many players better. Curry delivers again.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Hope. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Jeff Green has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
From deep. It doesn't go for him. And it's Houston the other way.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Thompson finds Wiggins. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden outside. Shot on the wing. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Thompson. Tips it up. And Green is right there.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here. The pass to McLemore. Houston moving the ball around. Passes it to Clemens. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Going rack to rack. You see the athleticism of Wiggins, but also the tremendous effort to get down the court like that.
Covington with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Rivers passes to Clemens. Pulls it up. The Warriors pull it in. It's tipped. Wiggins surveying the floor. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now just a 4-point Houston lead.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's Covington. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Warriors trail by 4. The drive by Green. A 3-pointer. Wiggins. And another 3 for Golden State.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Here's Poole. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. And defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Houston making a switch here. Tucker's checked in, and the Warriors making a change here. Now here's Wiggins, guarded by McLemore. To the left side wing. Traps in the tray. He has 6. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Tucker dishes to McLemore. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Carroll. The Rockets with another miss. Warriors leading by 4. To the inside. The layup off target. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They need this one. Good on the bucket.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Thompson from long range. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Harden, that's good.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast, which basically means he's tireless. Even when he's carrying the whole offense, he's got great energy and stamina.
And so after 3 quarters of play and some great offensive output, this one is tied. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And there's Chris, and it's Pascal in at the 4 slot. Westbrook passes to Covington. Here's Tucker, and again, the Rockets bid for 2.
Yeah, filling out the defense, Tucker gets the look he wants from mid-range.
Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Pascal. Down low. Outside for Curry. Over Westbrook. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And you see Klay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the final.
And Klay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
Here's Chris. He feeds it to Thompson. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They led by as many as 18 points. And stolen by Chris. Pascal, the pass to Curry. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Westbrook with the nice D there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Chris, and he converts the layup.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
Offensive rebound, House. It's deflected. From deep. Westbrook, no good. Warriors trail by 7. And it's Houston on the break. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
You know, Robert Covington is a decent passer at his position and has a good feel for when to share the ball.
Thompson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's in.
Harden inside the 3-point line. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And now an 11-point Houston lead. Curry with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And the basket by Curry.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's House. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
The 3 from Harden gets the 3-pointer to fall. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty. when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power. Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
So both teams making some changes here. And so he hits both. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Harden, that's good.
Boy, I love watching Harden pat the rock. Has an unlimited number of moves to choose from. Endless.
Here's Curry. The shot comes out. The Rockets go the other way with it. Harden, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 9 points. Curry can't get it to go. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Takes the three. Curry with another miss. Over Thompson. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater... All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Highlights on 2K TV, Pink.
I want some of those crossovers right here.
I'll send something in.
All right, sounds good.
What's up, My Team fans? We have 2K TV My Team correspondent Blake here to tell us what the devs are saying. Blake, I know you've got some My Team news. Give it to us.
Yeah. And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home. And with whatever works, David. Thanks. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at center. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Covington, and the rejection by Collins.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, PJ gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Now, Hunter. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Tucker finds Westbrook to the middle. And some nice passing there by Houston. Tucker, the pass to Covington. Back to Tucker. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. The pass to Harden. Shoots from 14. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Back to Herter. Pass to Capella. Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Young with no one around. A three-pointer, no good. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Tucker kicks to House. Back to Tucker. Pass to Covington. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Capella. Collins passes to Herter. That one falls. Herter's got a second bucket tonight.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there. This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
So it's Atlanta now, following the score by Houston. And Herter gets it to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Sky high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Atlanta leading by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Westbrook against Young. Kicks it to Capella. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Houston. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisition.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Now here's Tucker after Clint Capella's miss. Passes it to Covington. 16 feet away. That shot off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Young against Westbrook. Shot from 16. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Young, a good look. Gets an open look and hits.
Let me tell you, off the catch, Trae Young transfers the ball into his shot pocket as quickly as anyone.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19. Traded back for Trae Young and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Bembry, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Dedmon. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
To the inside, it's stolen by Reddish. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the three-point play.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Rockets trail by 9. And here's McLemore. And stolen by Dedmon. Bembry, the pass to Teague. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to...
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Carter in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That is his first foul of the game. Rockets trail by 13. And the pass to Carroll. Now here's Rivers, defended by Carter. Rivers kicks to Carroll. Carter with the block. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Houston gets called for the foul.
Aggressive move by Dedmon. Challenge mentality draws contact. Amazing story for Dwayne Dedmon. Didn't play organized basketball until he was 18, undrafted out of USC, but his talent has won out.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Tries from 10. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And he may have picked up the game late, but Dedmon is making up for lost time.
What I like, he's improved his hands and decision-making. Even added a three-point shot the last couple of years. You can tell he's putting the work in.
Inside, here's Green, and he lays it straight in.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
Here's Bembry, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Yes. Here's Carroll. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Outside Teague. Pass to Bembry. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Very smooth finish with the finger roll.
Passes it to Clemens. Back to McLemore. And some nice passing there by Houston. 2 points. That one goes. Green's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Count it. And the Hawks lead by 15. Players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him. and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Down low. Here's Carroll. And no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Hopefully they exercise better caution in this game and avoid cheap fouls that could get them in trouble again.
He gets it in there. Carroll's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Van Brink kicks to Reddish. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Did you see that communication? It was terrific. Offensively, they used the pick play to set up easy look.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Harden outside. Outside Westbrook. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and that one is good. That's 7 points for Cam Reddish.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points. You just love how reliable.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, Atlanta was looking great right away. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run. And that'll do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, Jeff Teague displaying his skills today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward. And here's Harden for 3, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Hawks leading by 20. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Tucker kicks to Westbrook. Pass to House. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Rockets. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
And I think for the Rockets, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball. So if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And here's Westbrook from the arc, and another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Young finds Capella. Out to the right wing. Here's Collins, finds the open look, and it's on target. And the Hawks lead by 16.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Right side, Covington. Back to Westbrook. Dishes to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Outside, House. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Herter gets it to go.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Harden with it. He has 5. And he's good on the 3 ball. Harden's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Rockets.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Here's Herter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
The 19th pick in 2018 out of Maryland. Kevin Herter with the positional size and skill to adapt well to the NBA game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And with that skill, Herter's a triple threat offensively.
Not just a standstill shooter, he can function as a secondary ball handler, creating for himself and others.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Harden on the wing. He's got 8. Rebound, Atlanta. They led the game at one point by 20. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Rockets trail by 17. Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Harden. 3-pointer on the way. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Harden. 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Reddish the pass to Fernando. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 16.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. Back to Westbrook. Harden the pass to Tucker. Westbrook dishes to Tucker. And that one is off. And Atlanta will come the other way. Now the pass to Herter. To the paint. Here's Fernando. And again, it's Atlanta.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
To the wing right side. For 3, Westbrook kicks it out to Harden. Fires from deep. Westbrook can't get it to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The big men are Collins and Dedmon. Bembry out there with Teague, and it's Carter in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Shot clock at 3. Back to McLemore. From deep. Collins grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Carter with the 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rockets trail by 18. Carroll passes to Clemens. Here's Tucker. Off with the layup. Atlanta shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Deflects the pass. Outside Collins. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. And McLemore kicks to Rivers. Back to McLemore. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. McLemore's got his first 3 points of the game. And then Carter with the dunk.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Pass to McLemore. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Kicks to Tucker. Takes a 3. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Collins finds Carter. And here is Dedmon. Carter stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Banked in off the glass. Rivers has got his first points of the night.
Once you get Austin out in space, his quickness and fluidity really shines.
They get it back. Dedmon. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Here's Carroll. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. And the dunk by Capella.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first 2.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for John Collins.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Herter passes to Capella. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Who's got Russ?
To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Young. And good that time. And the Hawks lead by 17.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Pass to Harden. They shoot again. And too long on the shot. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Yeah, what's up, Chris? What's up, Alexis? I've got some tidbits from the devs. One of the things that you'll be interested in, I know evolution cards were big on the scene coming into 2K20, and now going into 2K21, you'll have a little more control on some of those evolution cards. So how would you like to be able to choose how some of those cards evolve?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. Hey, Dave. Well, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors. We know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Golden State, Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got the opening bucket of the night here for Atlanta. A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the Coach of the Year. When you look at the criteria for you in your voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by Trae Young. And Capella sends it back. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Herter, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Knicks. Hunter, the pass to Collins. Makes it off the glass.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Curry, here we go. Hunter grabs the miss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Curry. After the miss from Trae Young. Here's Chris. And Capella sends it back. And they're able to recover. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Chris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Now here's Collins. Elbow shot. Capella. The Warriors pull it in. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Now here's Thompson. Not a lot of room. To the middle. Chris pass to Green. Out to Thompson. From deep three-point range. Collins grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Here's Reddish. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. And no good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Well, you have to be a fan of the way Kevon Looney plays, the former UCLA Bruin. He puts in the work on the defensive end, Doris, and it shows.
No doubt. He has evolved to be the kind of player who is often asked to guard the wings, sometimes even point guards. Just think back to last year's playoffs. He had to guard the likes of James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. This guy is so gifted as a defender, and he's only getting started.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Hunter comes in for John Collins. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Hunter.
Well, Kevin, how about that ability to mix speeds? Teague is so hard to keep up with when he's penetrating.
Here's Wiggins after the made shot from Jeff Teague. Wiggins drives in. To the paint. Tries again. Here's Pascal. Tries yet again. Wiggins outside. From deep. Bembry with the rebound. Hawks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Right side Teague. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bembry kicks to Teague. Passes it to Bembry. Now Dedmon. 14 points from him the last game against New York.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Here's Pascal. And it's sent back by Carter. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. And he drains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hawks lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the...
It's a cognitive and neurological...
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Bembry out there with Reddish. Then there's Carter. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in at the 4.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
And it's Carter missing.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The game now all time. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for Carter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Bembry. And Huerter gets it to go.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Young against Curry. Goes up on the high post. That one off the back iron and out.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And finished off by Collins.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And a deep three from Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 5 now.
Well, I'm not sure there's a player in the league with a better feel for that shot than Steph Curry. If he gets it off clean, you know it's going in.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Collins passes to Fernando. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
Miscellaneous. Atlanta with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. .116 left now here in the second. Clock at 6. It's Young on the wing. He has 7, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's a 6-point Atlanta lead. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Thompson with the bucket.
Boy, the quick release of Klay Thompson in the face of great contest. That is pretty.
29 seconds left to play here in the half. Hunter, the pass to Fernando. Pulls up on the wing, and Atlanta again with the bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Curry with it. 5 points in the game. And another basket for Golden State.
This is where Steph Curry, that in-between game, that ability to balance the 3 and the drive with this space right here.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held it 2. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Young against Curry. Out to the right wing. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Hawks now. Collins against Green. Collins kicks to Hunter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hunter's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks. Doris, you've seen a lot of the Golden State Warriors. You've covered their last 5 finals appearances, their 3 championships. Where do you think the Warriors rank all time?
Well, first of all, it's been a privilege to cover one of the great teams in NBA history. I do believe it's really hard to compare eras, because if you think back to the 90s and the level of physicality that defenses were allowed to play with, you know, it's a drastically different game. It's played in much more open space. Steph Curry has completely changed the defensive geometry with his ability to shoot the basketball. But listen, for me, it's been a privilege to cover this great Warriors run.
Young taking his time here. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. Kicks it out to Collins. And the 3-ball is good. And now an 11-point Hawks lead.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The shot by Thompson, no good. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And the shot is good. Herter's got 6.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Here's Curry, and the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, Steph Curry balances that perimeter game with the ability to get to the cup. This guy is tough to guard on the drive.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Atlanta making a switch here. Damian Jones is checked in for Clint Capella. Carter comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Teague for Young.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Poole, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Feeds to Carter. Chris with the rebound. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Poole, and he banks in the layup. Poole's got his second basket.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Here's Herter, covered by Wiggins, and Herter gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
1:05 left in the third. Here's Wiggins. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. From 11 feet away, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Here's Herter, covered by Wiggins. Teague, the pass to Carter. Back to Teague. Hawks passing it around. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Huerter. Wiggins surveying the floor. Just 5 on the clock. From 7, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, it's an excellent make, plus the foul, and that's the assertiveness everyone wants to see from the young guy, Wiggins.
Here's Bembry, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Baseline jumper. Wiggins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Carter, Bembry out there with Teague, then it's Reddish, and it's Dedmon in at the 5 down low.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Capella's checked in. Curry's shot is good.
Well, a performance worthy of an all-time great, and I think at this point we're comfortable putting that label on Stephen Curry.
Teague against Curry. Dedmon's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
That one goes in. 14 points for Steph Curry.
The wonderful touch and creative finishing abilities, the amount of English Steph Curry can finish shots with, just incredible.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Pass to Bembry. Capella with it. Back to Collins. 6 to shoot. 9 feet out. And yes, it's good. And the Hawks lead by 3.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Thompson. The shot missing. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And finished off by Collins.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Curry dishes to Thompson. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Hunter. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green inside. Capella covering. And Green gets it to go.
There's a dogged intensity with which Draymond Green plays the game of basketball. He will get to the space he wants and score it.
Inside, here's Capella. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Huerter's checked in. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Thompson outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, this is his specialty, right? Klay Thompson's shooting form from range, so pretty.
Here's Huerter. There's the pass to Capella. Back to Huerter. Fires it up. And right on target. Good. And the Hawks lead by 5. Curry attacking, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that,
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
Herter passes to Capella. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Young outside from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Pascal. Green kicks to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love, Greg, is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Pulls up, high post, and Chris throws it down. Chris has got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
You gotta give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
Curry against Young. Kicks to Capella. Now, here is Young. Second shot opportunity. Hunter, no one around him. Here's Capella in the corner. It's Hunter from outside the arc. They get it again. Goes up again. Good.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Another miss by Curry. Atlanta with the ball. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Connects from downtown.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way. Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.